What's up, you guys? Sharon Boom here, bringing another episode of Boom Beach. And I know, I'm sorry, it's been a long while since my previous video. I've been working on my YouTube channel trailer, and it's been taking quite a while. But I'm eager to show you this episode, and let's get right to it. And as you can see, I've upgraded lots of buildings on my base, and as you can see, one of the buildings that I upgraded was my headquarters. And now you might be wondering why I would do such thing. But as we raid an opponent, I'm gonna explain more of the reason why I decided to be a premature headquarter level 12. So first of all, I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing at this very moment. Many of you may have wondered how am I able to attack so many bases without losing lots of tanks. And the reason why is because I scout. Scouting is very important. It cannot be overstated. That's why there's a quote, keep your friends close but keep your enemy closer, because you want to know them, know the weak spots. You want to know the weak spots of the base, know where you can and can't attack from the base, know what you should take out and what you shouldn't. So scouting is very important. I highly recommend it. I always scout a base. When I attack, it's always there. Always scout. It's a rule that never changed. But anyways, getting back to the reason why I decided to be a premature headquarter level 12. So I noticed a lot of the bases that I attacked or that I wanted to attack weren't really upgraded, but because of the fact that they had so many defensive towers, or because of the fact that they had a boom cannon, that made a difference between whether or not I would be able to attack the base. And I thought that works the other way around. If I am a premature headquarter level 12 and I have a boom cannon, maybe they won't want to attack my base because of the one defensive tower. And so I was thinking, is it worth it that I become a premature headquarter level 12 because I get these new defensive buildings like the boom cannon, extra mortar, and extra sniper tower? And even though, let's say, the boom cannon doesn't have to be highly upgraded, at level 1 it still poses a big threat against the tanks. And so while I was raiding, it was really hard to get any resources, and the resource buildings were maxed out and they weren't providing enough. Resource buildings means sawmill, mines, and quarry, and that meant that I wasn't able to generate more resources, and I was getting very unlucky with my raids because of the fact that it was really hard to raid. And let's say if I do somehow manage to get enough wood and stone, I might not have enough iron, and if I log off, I'm gonna get raided, and half of my resources will be depleted. So all that work is for nothing because of the fact that I can't upgrade my vote because it is already maxed out. So the last few big upgrades, such as the landing crafts, was extremely difficult because of the fact that a lot of bases were really hard to attack. And if, let's say that I don't have 180,000 wood, but I have 175,000 wood, I have nowhere to spend those 175,000 wood because of the fact that all my upgrades are 180,000 wood and above. So those were some of the problems that I was having with trying to max out my headquarter level at headquarter 11. So I decided that since there's no penalty for upgrading your headquarter to being a premature headquarter, I decided to give it a try and see how it is. So after recording this gameplay, I've been doing a couple more raids, and it's been a lot easier. It's been a lot easier to upgrade things as well because of the fact that I have a new landing craft. That means a lot more spaces, a lot more troops, and since it's been easier to attack bases, it's been also easier to defend against attack because I was able to have new have new defensive towers, and as well as be able to upgrade my vote, which is very important because what good is having all the resources if you can't protect it? So it's been a lot easier when for me since I've upgraded my my headquarter level. But I don't recommend you upgrading your headquarter way too fast. Let's say your headquarter 15 with level 2 cannons. I don't recommend that because if Supercell does decide to implement a penalty for being a premature headquarter level, you're gonna be in hot water. So to show you how effective having those few extra buildings from upgrading your headquarter level can really be. So this is one of the iron resource base that I was able to attack. A lot of my iron resource base are insanely upgraded. They're like boom cannons are like level 8, and there's like level 15 sniper tower. There's like oh my gosh, they're really highly upgraded, and there's no strategy that I can use. I can't use anything that can take a lot of damage because of the boom cannon. I can't use anything like that will be able to swarm the headquarter because of the fact that there's a lot of splash damage. So what am I supposed to do? I don't really want to try because it will almost be a certain failure. But I'm gonna wait until I'm upgrade my tanks, or I'll upgrade my tanks enough, and that I can hold enough tanks where I'll be able to take it out. But they're insanely upgraded, which is ridiculous. So this is one of my only iron resource base that I can attack. And usually when I would attack this base, I would lose about maybe 1 to 2 tanks. But you will see how effective having that extra tank really can be. And again, there's no real penalty, at least for now, of being a premature headquarter level, and there's a loss of benefit that I can see the effects immediately. And as you can see here, after my tanks take out the rocket launcher, they should be able to take out the headquarter like a piece of pie. Oh man, I'm really glad that I made the decision of upgrading my headquarter level, because of the fact that I can make the big upgrades that I couldn't at headquarter level 11, because of the fact that I'm able to attack all these bases and defend from attacks because of these the new defensive buildings such as the boom cannon, which really does make a difference. And as I'm going up in medal count and experience level, I've been experiencing more tanks that have died. But tanks are, I believe, the most effective strategy in taking out a base. And as I've been noticing, as I climb in medal count, I've been getting tanks have been dying more and more often, and I believe that is normal because of the fact that there's been more boom cannons and cannons that you have to waste your energy on. But if I was to use any other strategies, such as the heavies and Zookas and the warriors, and I will get a lot more death. And with the heavies and Zookas especially, it's kind of frustrating because every single time you're gonna raid, lots of heavies and some of the Zookas were gonna die, and they would take forever to train, and they will die every single time you raid. That's a guarantee. So, but with the tanks, you'll occasionally have some tanks that will die off in battle, but most of the time you won't lose any troop and have no casualties. So this is why I really like to use the tank strategy. It's a really good strategy compared to others. But for some bases, you might want to use the warrior strategy, or you might want to use the heavy Zuka strategy. But for me, most of the time, I like to use the tank strategy. It is one of the best strategy, I believe, if you know how to use it right, and if you have the knowledge on how to use it, how to use the tank right, and where to deploy the flares, what to take out or what not to take out. You can really thrive in Boom Beach. Well, that's all for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to check out my other videos. If you have any questions or even suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is General Boom. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to boom on.